Cyberpunk Edgerunner fans. This is Chris Bolts, and I'm coming in with the video. A whole bunch of information just dropped for the upcoming season of Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and it is coming a lot closer than what you think, and I am so excited for that. Now, before I do get into the content, do make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out. Now, Cyberpunk Edgerunners was one of the biggest surprises of anime back in 2022. It was done by Studio Trigger. I wasn't expecting much of this series, but then all of a sudden, when we're sitting there watching this, I was mesmerized. It was one of the best anime that I have seen in a long time. It did the cyberpunk genre justice. It was so big. I think Cyberpunk Edgerunners might be bigger than the actual game itself. That's how impressive that this anime was when it came to its presentation, its themes, its adult-oriented content, and the characters and the story were just phenomenal. David was a likable character from beginning to end. He met his untimely death. One of the good news about season 2, let me go ahead and go over here. David is officially not coming back in Cyberpunk Edgerunners season 2, according to the writer. It won't happen. It's a legacy. That is a good thing. Death should have permanence even in fantasy, even in just the fictional sense. If David came back, then it would undo everything that he did in order to save the character from the end of season 1 of Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It would make his fight with I forgot the big giant robot's name, Adam Smasher, I think his name was. It would make that all meaningless. It would make his sacrifice meaningless. So it is really good that he is not coming back. David's story is finished. That means we are going to be getting a whole slew of new characters. But before I do go into the new characters, I want to just finish saying this right here. It was asked if he knew the show would get popular, would have kept characters alive for a sequel. Killing people in a good way is always fun, right? No. The plan was always to make a standalone story that ends with 10 episodes. I think that's a CD Projekt Red trait. Of course, we already thought we wanted to tell more stories about Edgerunners in general, but this one should be a standalone one. So the writer was like, nah, it's one and done. And I respect it, but we all know this is Netflix. Netflix likes to go in there and compel these companies to make sequels, even though a sequel is not needed. I'm looking at you over there, Squid Game. I'm also looking at you over there, Alice in Borderlands. Season 6, don't watch, or is it season 3? Don't watch season 3 of Alice in Borderlands. What a giant waste. Don't watch season 2 of Squid Game. What a giant waste. Those were finished at seasons 1 and 2 respectively. Season 1 for Squid Game, season 2 for Alice in Borderland. I hope that will not plague Cyberpunk Edgerunners. There's a little bit more leeway with the fact that this is an anime as opposed to live action with the other two. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, we got introduced to some new characters, and I want to go through all those right now. Let's start off with the first one, who's the main cast member, Talia Yang. She was revealed. This is what she looks like right here. Says Talia was raised in the Corporal Towers, but hardened by the trials of Maelstrom. Talia is fiercely independent, steeped in hyper-violent culture, and obsessed with her gang's chrome. So she's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. We'll have to see how she plays off in the season 2. Then we go over here, we get introduced to the young cinephile, Roman Carax, a young cinephile searching for real stories in a city that abandoned cinema for Neurodance. Obsessed with documenting the truth, he closely follows the lives of other people. We will have to see how that one works out. Then we got the next character, a second character called D, revenge-driven second character called D, a Snake Nation netrunner with sharp technical skills and a sharper hunger for revenge. D hunts the killer who wiped out his clan. So this is a look at him right there. And then lastly, we got the other one. His name is Weak Kingsley. That's kind of interesting. Weak Kingsley, and he's right there. He's gigantic. Once known as King, a veteran edge runner at the top of his game, Weak now lives in the shadow of his former glory. Maybe that's why he's called Weak. That's an irony right there. Heavy is a crown, heavier is the chrome. And here's a teaser image of Weak right there. Looks pretty good. And let's go over here and take a closer look at D. He's sitting right there. And I like how this is being revealed. You can see what these characters look like. And then we're gonna go over here and take a look at, let's go in order right here. Then we're gonna take a look at Cyrax, Roman, I keep saying Cyrax. Why do I have Cyrax in my mind? Am I thinking Mortal Kombat? Roman Carax, this young cinephile. And then lastly, we got Talia Yang. Going to fill this all out. Trigger is coming back to animate this, and I wanted to say this was best for last, but you see the reveal date right there. It says it's coming this fall 2026. So man, the fall is going to be packed. We're going to be getting Grand Theft Auto 6. We're going to be getting Cyberpunk Edgerunners 2. We're going to be getting Avengers Doomsday. Now that last one, people are pretty skeptical on that one, but it's going to still be a big event whether or not we like it. So there's going to be so much going on in the fall. And let's go ahead and take a look at this teaser trailer. Let me back out of this one. Let me go ahead and blow this up. Let's take a look at this teaser trailer. I'm gonna stop it here and there because this is a Netflix and I don't want to be copyright claimed. So be ready for that. Let's go. This is the final scene from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, where David is kissing his girlfriend goodbye because he's basically dead. And once again, in Cyberpunk Edgerunners, death is permanent. I am all for it. I like that. See, it even confirms it right there. David is dead, but Night City lives on. Yep, that's what it is. Hey, just another person that was claimed victim by Night City. I'm just hoping that this is going to be as grabbing, if you will, as the first season. All right, there you go. That was a small teaser. It says it's now in production. But again, as this poster revealed, fall 2026. So anywhere between October, well, September, late September and early December, we're gonna get the full 10 episodes. I'm assuming they're just gonna do a doo-doo drop, the binge drop. That's what Netflix does. They're gonna drop all 10 episodes. I'm gonna go back and rewatch all the first 10 episodes of season 1 because I want to get reacclimated with everything that's been going on. Remember, this came out in 2022 and here we are 4 years later, finally getting season 2. Get reacclimated with the characters and the world of Night City as told by Trigger. Not so much what's being done in the video game itself, which I got to go back and play the video game. I have not even scratched the surface. I would say the most I did in the video game was about 30 minutes of playing, and I just stopped playing and went on to other things. I have to sit down and discipline myself to play that game. Still haven't really forgiven CD Projekt Red for the bullshit that they pulled at that game's release and the promises they made and frankly have not kept. But that's a discussion for another video. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get reacclimated at that. I will do a recap of each of the episodes as we're going through so that you guys, if you don't want to go back and rewatch Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which I still would recommend you do, I'll have a recap of those of those episodes to tell you everything that's gone down, give you the key points of everything that happened in each one. So be on the lookout for that one. So what do you guys think about this news of Cyberpunk Edgerunners being dropped and coming out into the fall of 2026. Whatever your thoughts, jump down in the comments and let me know what you guys think, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out. And remember, this is Chris Bolt signing off. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Whoa. Now, before you guys do head on out, just want to let you guys know that in addition to being a content creator, I am now an independently published author. I have now published my very first book, and here it is right here, called The Confederate: Time Doesn't Stop for History. Now, this is obviously the hardback cover, but it does come available in a paperback and as well as an ebook. It's available through Amazon. And this book right here, it's about a character that I created by the name of James Rutledge Kennedy. He's a former Confederate soldier, and he wants to go ahead and start his life anew, away from all of the troubles and travails that he has encountered ever since he survived the Civil War, as well as his time a few years afterwards. He's ready to settle down, stay out of trouble, and live a peaceful life in a fictional city called Canyon Bluffs. But unfortunately, James always runs into trouble, and it's up to him as a man to determine how he wants to handle that trouble, if he's going to run away from it or if he's going to go ahead and solve the problem. And he's going to be meeting some very interesting characters that I think you guys are going to fall in love with. This book is available again. Hardcover is $20. The paper book is $10. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can download it for free or purchase it for $9. Either way, I really do appreciate your guys' support. I really do hope you guys go out and check the book out. Once again, it's called The Confederate: Time Doesn't Stop for History. Let's go ahead and support your local author, support the content creator. Whatever the case, if you check it out, I really do appreciate your support. Now, I will catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy.